Kathak dance is an age-old dance in our country, and the name it derives from the word Katha. Katha means story. But when we try to learn this dance, but when we go to watch this dance on a stage, like an audience, then we see there is not much story depicted in it. Although we do tell stories in Kathak dance, but its main dance is known as Nritta part. Nritta part is that dance which has its bol only. This dance form has some specific bols like Ta THEI Tat, THEI Tat, Ta THEI Tat. These type of bols are there, and this is the main part of this dance which carries these bols, known as Nritta part, not Nritya. Nritta part. So where is the story, one can ask? Because after this main dance, when in the end we show some abhinay part in which we depict one story, some story, something like so, it should be a general question. It's a very natural question for us to know that there is no story in the main dance. So here we will try to understand how Kathak dance is, how the Nritta part of Kathak dance, how the main dance of Kathak dance, main part of Kathak dance is about storytelling. This whole world is mathematics. The whole Brahmand is mathematics. And we cannot understand mathematics without having a story in our mind. See, everything we look around, everything we see, everything we relate with is either plus or minus, multiply or divide. Either this angle or that angle, or this geometrical figure or that geometrical figure, or this or that. There are so many. So we cannot, again coming back to the point, we cannot understand mathematics without having a story in our mind. See, in maths, 1 plus 1 is 2. But in real life, 1 can be any number. 1 can create any number. 1 plus 1 can be anything. Like, if you give me one chocolate, it can be like a whole world to me. It can make me so happy. But for some, it is 0. So, in subjective matters, it's not compulsory. 1 plus 1 is 2. In subjective matter, 1 plus 1 can be anything. But there is always some plus, some minus, some add, subtract, multiply, divide. So, there is a type of story. When we are counting, then there is a type of story. So, if we think that if we take it like that, we are three mind. Life runs its business with the help of 3 types of minds: Shiva, Vishnu and Brahmaji. Shiva is our Karan Sharir, and Vishnu is our subconscious, and Brahmaji is our conscious mind. We can call Lord Shiva as the unconscious mind, the powerhouse. So, if we are 3 minds, then if we, for example, if we just take like subconscious mind as the mind which is like working as a bridge between Lord Shiva and Brahma. Lord Shiva is the Karan Sharir, Lord Shiva is the powerhouse, Lord Shiva is the unconscious mind, and Brahmaji is the conscious mind. So Brahmaji is dealing with the matter, and Lord Shiva is the original form of life, we can call it. And so Lord Vishnu is just playing his part by being a bridge between these two minds. So subconscious mind is like having a story of its own in a way, and that is the Brahman, all the time working, all the time busy, the Mother Earth, all the time rotating around the sun, and the sun itself is rotating, all the planets, the galaxies, our heartbeat, everything around us is in action. And so this subconscious mind has its own rhythm. This subconscious mind has its own speed. This subconscious mind has its own mathematics. This subconscious mind has its own working process. So if we are just taking these bols like Ta THEI Tat THEI Tat THEI Tat. So these rhythmic bols, this just attract the subconscious mind. They attract the subconscious mind means they start having a bonding with the subconscious mind. They start having a bonding with the subconscious mind means they just start behaving like the main part of the subconscious mind, like the most important part of the subconscious mind, like the very close part of the subconscious mind. So this type of counting which we are doing in Kathak dance is just another form of depicting, presenting, bringing out the rhythm of the subconscious mind. We can say this. See, we are trying to understand that what actually classical music of our country is trying to bring out. Is it for that thing which we call manoranjan? In present days, manoranjan means just for fun. No, it's not. Manoranjan means, manoranjan is a Hindi word. Man plus ranjan. Ranjan is Raja. Man ka Raja. Controlling the man. Man means so many things. The mind, the chitta, five senses, imagination, fantasies, dreams, ambitions, passion. There are so many things when we call about man. So manoranjan is controlling the man. Controlling here means guiding. Controlling here means directing. If we see. So Kathak dance or classical music is about subconscious mind. Subconscious mind has its own rhythm, lay and tal, and the bols of Kathak dance, Ta THEI Tat, THEI Tat, Ta THEI Tat, something like this. We will just do those bols practically in our other videos. We will try to understand that those things. These bols attract our subconscious mind. So actually these bols are depicting the story of subconscious mind, of Lord Vishnu, of our fantasies, of our imagination, of our passion, depression, so many things. So these bowls are not mere bowls. They have hidden meanings in them, but we don't understand them. Why? Because right from our early childhood, we are just taught to think, to feel, to understand a thing in some particular way. If we find that I'm feeling something, but my feel has not been mentioned in the books, my feel has not been told to me by my seniors, then my feel is wrong. I should ignore it. I should avoid it. That is the main reason. So we are just trying to go back and back. We are just trying to go back and back, means in the beginning era of our culture, of our philosophy, of our music, and just will try to understand that Ta THEI Tat, THEI Tat are the bols depicting story of the subconscious mind. So the Nritta part of Kathak dance depicts story of subconscious mind, which is the support system of our conscious mind, which is the main reason, which is the main helper, which is the main motto of our conscious mind. I'm not using the right word here, but the thing is कि without subconscious mind, conscious mind can hardly do anything. Conscious mind can hardly perform any task, because before performing a task we should have a clear cut picture of that task in our mind, and that clear cut picture is observed by the subconscious mind only. So subconscious mind is responsible for everything we do, but we hardly understand it because we are not told, because we have never seen anybody around us trying to understand the subconscious, or we are just in practice to behave in a particular manner. The world around us asks us to behave in certain particular manner, and just to fulfill that task of our world around, we actually ignore our subconscious. We actually avoid our subconscious mind, and that becomes a great trouble, or that appears as a great problem, that works as a great problem in our life. So Ta THEI or Bharatnatyam's bols or Odissee's bols are not just bowls. They are not simply bowls. They have many things for us to tell about ourselves, to tell about the life we are in, and so many other things those can be. Because in we are just expecting that whoever is trying to understand this theory of storytelling, they already are into something which is telling them, which is trying to help them, that there is something more than what we see. There is something more than what we feel. There is something more than what we perceive or take or give. So, what is that something more? That something more resides in our subconscious mind. And the story or the word or it is I think it is very clear that the word of subconscious mind is brought out in these bowls of our classical dance or classical music vocal. If we go there, then there are so many things which can be depicted, explained, brought into light, because all the rags of classical music, they just belong to our subconscious mind or unconscious mind. They hardly have anything to deal with our conscious mind. Although it's wrong if I say they hardly, I should say that they are having relation much more deep to our unconscious or subconscious mind rather than to our conscious mind. I'm just trying to bring out all those things which I have learned from my gurus. So we will see in our other videos that how far we can just amplify these type of things